Do you guys want to see the baby dress that I made for the Bag O Day pattern of the week? If you do, stick around. Hi, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I want to welcome you. And if you are a faithful subscriber, I want to thank you for returning. This is my Bag O Day series that I've been doing. This is the second year I've been doing it. And just to recap real quick, I pick a pattern from Crystal's Etsy shop. Crystal from Bag O Day Crochet, which I'm sure you all know. If you don't know, she's always linked in my description box. And each week I feature one of her patterns. I give you my take on it, whether I change it up a little bit, what kind of yarn I use, just various different things. She has thousands and thousands of video tutorials and patterns on her Etsy shop. So sometimes it can be overwhelming to know what to pick. This is just my way of A, supporting Crystal and helping her, and B, helping you guys narrow things down and giving a different perspective on her patterns. So last week we picked this adorable blueberry muffin baby dress. That's what it's called. Really adorable. Now, when Crystal made it, she used Caron Simply Soft. I did not have Caron Simply Soft, so I started making it. This was my first attempt. This is not the final attempt. If you want to see why. Okay, I made it shorter. This is short. So now, not for a little baby, but this is a 1-year-old size, I believe, mannequin. But this could be an adorable top. Can you see this with like little leggings? Or if you have this with tights and one of those diaper covers, really cute. Now, it's really beautiful. I did not do the sleeves on this or finish it, because when I was making it, I was using this Lion brand limited edition select yarn. This is 100% acrylic, but it works up very stiff. It really almost feels like a cotton or a linen blend. It is a size 4. It's just a very stiff feel to it. Now it gives great stitch definition, but I just wasn't feeling it for a baby's dress, so I stopped making it. So I love this color. This is called Neutral, I think. Neutrals. Okay, so then I changed the yarn I was using to this big twist panoramic, and I had 2 of these. Now this is a lightweight too. It's also 100% acrylic. I'm gonna bring you guys closer. And this, you get a lot. You get 656 yards in a cake. Now keep in mind it is a 2, and this color is just pink. But if you can see, it has like color changes and marling and stuff like that. Okay, so I had one of those, and then I had one that was green. And I think that's what they're calling this color. Mint. This is mint. Okay, so I switched to holding 2 together, of these 2 colors together. And then I trimmed it in just the green, also holding 2 strands of the green together. I did all this using a 5mm crochet hook. So let me show you how cute. You guys, isn't that cute? And I really like the way this yarn worked up better for a baby dress than this one. And I do like the color variation with holding the 2 strands together, if you can see. Okay, and now this is the trim. I did the trim all in the solid green. Okay, I put the dress on my 1-year-old model, so this definitely could fit a 1-year-old. Perfectly, actually. And look at the cute little button I put on. It's just a little piggy. So this is when I used 2 strands of a size 2 yarn. That's a fine sport baby yarn. Now, it came out a little bigger. One, because I just think I have a looser tension than Crystal, so a lot of the times my patterns come out bigger than hers do. And because I use the same size hook, I believe. Yeah, I use the same size hook. And technically, if you look at the yarn, a size 2, that's how we pretty much size yarn in the United States. But like in the UK and Australia, they use ply. Now, a 2-weight yarn in the UK is a 4-ply, and in Australia, they consider it a 5-ply. A 4-weight yarn is Aran in UK and a 10-ply in Australia. So typically, if you hold 2 strands of a 2-weight yarn, it should equal around a 4-ply or a 4-weight in Aran, but this came out bigger. So whether it did or did not, and my tension being different than Crystal's, but I think it's absolutely adorable. And if it was something I was making for someone specific, I would have done a gauge. Actually, I might stand corrected. I don't think she has a gauge swatch on here, so I wouldn't be able to. A gauge swatch does help because I'm not even sure if the measurements are on here. They might be on her video, but a gauge swatch would help if you know how many stitches they're getting with the yarn that they're using and the hook that they're using, and then you can compare it. Let's say I just wanted to use 1 strand of the 2-weight yarn. I could see how many stitches I need to do to equal the same size. And then you can make it any size you want. That is helpful. But I'm really happy the way this turned out. I think it's adorable. When you do the collar after, she suggests that you just take a little yarn and pin it down so it doesn't pop up. I think all the details with the trim are really cute, especially on the bottom. Very happy with how this turned out. This is the Little Blueberry Muffin baby dress. The one she made is 0 to 6 months. This is obviously much bigger than 0 to 6 months. So I'm glad I did make it because my mannequin had a sweater on that was 10 times too big for her. So now this looks much better. Super pretty. Okay, so now, let me just show you this off the mannequin so you can see what I mean about the stiffness of it. I'm not sure if you can pick it up. I mean, the stitch definition is beautiful, but it's definitely stiff. Just doesn't feel like something I'd want next to a baby. Okay, but that's what you do. You just experiment. You start a pattern and you try one yarn. It's not working out. You go to another one if you can. And I really liked this big twist panoramic. It's soft acrylic, really pretty colors. I've had this for a while, so I'm glad I got to use that. Okay, here's the fun part. We're gonna see what pattern I'm gonna do next week. I think this was pattern 16. So this is, I took screenshots of every pattern Crystal has on her Etsy shop and I numbered them. So now last week I did not randomly pick. I went off of Crystal's list of her favorite patterns. She did a great video, I'll link it down below, that listed all of her favorite patterns. So I based it on that. Now I've done so many of her dresses. I did like this one. This would not be my personal favorite with hers so far. I'll put a picture here. This one to date is my favorite. Now I've done her sailor dress. I've done so many of them. I really have. I can't even tell you. As of right now, this one that I have up is still my favorite. I've made several of those. People have seen it in my house on my mannequin and have asked me to make it for them to give as gifts. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful dress for a toddler. So far, that's my favorite. But today we're gonna do a random picking. So I'm gonna say her name. Alexa, pick a number from 1 to 187.
Here's a number between 1 and 187. It's 17.
Oh, this is fitting. This is a crochet baby summer hat. Here's a picture of it right here. It's adorable. It's kind of going with the theme. So let me purchase it so I can tell you what yarn and everything she used. Okay, I purchased the pattern, and this is called the Baby Summer Fun Sun Bonnet. And I gotta show you this picture. That's Evelyn as a baby. So those of you who know Crystal at Bag O' Day Crochet know that this was a while ago because Evelyn's not a baby anymore. This was a pattern that she did back in 2016. So she used 100% cotton yarn. She used the Peaches and Cream. If you want to make it 6 to 12 months, she recommends using a 5mm crochet hook. And if you want to make it 0 to 6 months, she recommends a 4.25mm crochet hook. Now, I'm going to make it, I don't think I'm going to make it to match that. So I think I'm going to use, now this is a hat, so, and I do agree with 100% cotton. And I think I'm going to use the Lion Brand 24/7 cotton. I think. You're going to see in my next video. Okay, so that's what I'll be making for this week. This is week number 17. If you guys make any of these patterns, please post them on my Facebook group. It's really fun and interesting to see everybody else's take on these patterns. My Facebook group is always linked in the description box below. I hope everybody is doing great, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.